always wanted to ask you. I mean, when you was doing the Matrix, did you think it was going to do what it did? I mean, how could you? But
no idea. And they had an early version of bullet time.
Yeah.
It was like a bullet through the.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just.
He did a little bit of it.
This movie came about, I had this idea of these two guys in LA, and one guy is the guy that's been blessed by the last 20 years. It was Jeff, the character Seth plays, made a bunch of money in tech or whatever, has this giant house, pool, the whole thing, and the other guy is the guy that's been screwed by the last 20 years, has a lot of student debt, maybe he lost his job during COVID, who knows, but he's working 2 to 3 jobs. He's struggling just to get by, and it's a frustration that is pretty widespread right now in what the country is at the moment, and what happens when their worlds collide. I didn't know where it was gonna go, but eventually I got to the place where I thought the idea of this angel coming and intervening in his life and kind of trying to show him that having the life of the other guy isn't all it's cracked up to be, and him rejecting that idea would be very fun. And I was very fortunate that I finished it, that you guys all read it and wanted to be a part of it, and it all came together.
I know all about you. I know you lost your job. I know you're living in your car.
I did everything I was supposed to do and nothing's working out.
Aziz, this movie reminds me of those early 2000 movies that would actually, they're funny, but they were saying something with depth. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like comedy for you is the best way to handle deep issues?
What's interesting, when I started writing the movie, at one point, it was not a comedy. It was more dramatic. I hadn't done a comedy in a while. I'd been doing more serious stuff. And I said, I want to be on set and laugh. And it was a fun challenge to say, oh, okay, how do I make this stuff funny? This guy's sleeping in his car. It's pretty dark. How do you make that funny? But no matter how rough my life has been, you're always laughing at some point. Things will not cease to be funny.
Yeah, I find personally that levity is a really good way to, first of all, make things real, because nothing is just one beat all the time. At some point you're going to laugh, at some point it's going to break. That's just the rhythm of things. But whenever something really hits me, I feel like it really does hit me through that veil. Good choice is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You think because I'm a tech bro, I can't live your life for a little while? I came from nothing. I'm self-made.
What did your parents do?
My father was an orthopedic surgeon.
Luck. Is there luck in the film?
I think Jeff seems lucky in some ways at first, because he was born rich and he seemed to know people who were starting companies that he could invest in.
He was placed in an environment where it's more likely to succeed.
He was set up to succeed.
Yes.
So is that luck when you're placed in an environment where you're more likely to succeed?
It's fortunate.
I believe in chance that you were there, whatever, and that something miraculous happened. But I believe at the end of the day, it comes from something that you've done or that you put out there, that work that you've put in. I don't know that you can just get lucky and have whatever you want.
Do you think it's pure correlation between your deeds?
Whoa. Not between your deeds, but your discipline.
And that people who don't have that can't be lucky?
Now wait a minute, are you setting me up?
But a lot of people who don't deserve things have them.
And you think that might be just they was lucky
They
today?
got lucky, yeah. There's a lot of miserable schmucks out there with great things.
That just pissed me off.
I personally have seen so many people who've failed upwards, people who with no discernible talent who keep getting opportunities.
What do you guys think that's about? What's that about?
It's about the maelstrom of the universe.
That is really crazy to me.
Maybe this is naive of me, but it seems like these rich people who were had outsized wealth, it seems like they used to like to have their names on things that were public, able to be used by the public.
Park.
You know what I mean? Yeah, parks, observatories, libraries, museums, things like that. And now it's people don't do that stuff anymore.
They do, but it's the Sackler family or whatever, but they also gave us OxyContin to get the money to do it. So it's I don't know.
Or it's Elon Musk opens a diner in LA, but you still got to pay to eat there. It's not free. He's still charging people for smash burgers. Oh, there's a Tesla diner in LA.
What?
That should be free.
Wow.
Make that shit free. You don't need burger money when you're the richest guy on earth.
No, but what is that? But just free burger?
Mark Wahlberg gave us Wahlburgers.
Exactly. Mark Wahlberg. I'm sick of these billionaires charging us for burgers.
Yo, get your little ass up. You can't be sleeping no Denny's, man.
I'm sorry.
And outlets are off. You ain't getting no juice to your phone.
Aziz, why Denny's?
Denny's? Why Denny's? I'm trying
Denny said yes.
Because Denny said yes.
Well,
that Denny's is a particularly bleak Denny's. Because it's right across from the prison in downtown Los Angeles, basically, right?
Denny's can sometimes be a refuge.
Let me tell you, when me and my family moved to California, we couldn't afford much of anything. Whenever something good happened, I got an audition, we were able to stay where we were living, we would go to Denny's.
Yeah.
We would get the meat lovers breakfast, cream and broccoli cheddar soup.
Yeah.
And it was maestros.
This is what I'm talking about. No one can say meat lovers breakfast in a funnier way.
Broccoli cheddar, the
There's
supreme
no funnier way to say cream and
nachos.
No, man, it's like it's
Denny's,
a
I will always have a place in my heart. My family, we love that.
As you were asking this, I did remember, I did talk to people that said they would go to Denny's because there was free Wi-Fi and that they were cool and they would let people hang out there if they needed to. And when we were scouting and we saw that particular Denny's, the idea of Keanu being on top of that Denny's and visually that Denny's was cool for the scene with me and Keanu, which is a big scene in the movie. So, but
I love Denny's. I love Denny's.
Denny's is
Denny's can be a safe.
It was always Denny's.
It is for sure.
They give you free stuff on your birthdays. My dad knew all the places you got free shit on your birthday when I was a kid. So there was Denny's, Baskin Robbins. There's a place Red Robin would give you and so we go to all the free
Denny's for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly. Ice cream and then some Red Robin. You're eating free on your birthday. Birthday day. Free birthday day. So if we were at Denny's, it was somebody's birthday.
All right.
And that Denny's guy, he knows that Denny's looks good on camera. He knows.
He's like, I got a cinematic Denny's.
He knows he's got a cinematic Denny's.
I know I have a cinematic Denny's.
Yeah, you go to make a deal. They're like, how about this much? He's like, you know this is a cinematic Denny's.
You know this is a cinematic
You know this is a cinematic Denny's.
I know you've seen the composition of my Denny's.
You see this is a cinematic Denny's.
You put a 50 in that corner of the parking lot, you shoot that way in the sunset, you got a good shot on this thing. Could you fly?
My wings are too small.
It's not the size of the wing.
Actually, it is.
Oh, that's too bad.
Before we met, I did a Keanu Film Festival, which is the greatest thing because you just watch all these awesome movies.
Parenthood and Bill and Ted, The Matrix. Bill and Ted
You
was a big
remember
one.
me from Parenthood?
Of course I do. Yeah, Parenthood was really
What about Speed?
a huge impact. And and that
Perfect
role,
movie.
You were
Ron
so
Howard,
funny, and it was such
Steve
a
Martin.
cool role. You were cool. And that's when Joaquin Phoenix had a different name?
Yeah, it was Leaf.
Oh,
Lee
yeah.
Phoenix.
I watched.
Oh, I remember. This is a funny story.
I watched Parenthood, and there's this kid in the beginning, and he has a scene where he's calling his dad on the phone.
Son, he's so good.
And he's just, it's a one-sided phone call. He's calling his dad to go visit, and then the dad
dad's
basically
like,
I don't want to hang out,
basically.
basically. He's like, oh, okay, well, all right, okay. And he hangs up, and then the person in the scene's like, well, what did he say? He's like, he said he wanted to just do it another time, and he runs off. And I was like, who the fuck is this kid? And I look at the credits, it says Leaf Phoenix. I was like, Leaf Phoenix? What happened to Leaf?
I know.
Where's Leaf?
He's like, I've discovered the lost Phoenix boy. There's another Phoenix. I'm gonna hire this other Phoenix. There's another Phoenix just floating around.
He gave up. I'm gonna bring him back.
I'm gonna
tell him he needs to get back in the saddle.
Phoenix.
Genius.
And it was Joaquin.
It's Joaquin Phoenix.
That family can act.
And guess what? Everyone knows he can act.
Yes.
That family can
But it's incredible that even in that little phone call, not fully realizing it was Joaquin, I was like, whoa, who the fuck is this? I mean, do you remember, did you guys interact much? Because
Yeah. No, it's
I mean, you had a lot of stuff together. He was a kid that's slapping the salami, right?
Yeah, special talent.
I always wanted to ask you, when you was doing The Matrix, did you think it was going to do what it did? I mean, how could you, But
No idea. There were some test screenings beforehand that didn't go so well.
Oh, God.
Really?
Having that going into the next step of the release really set up, we don't know how this is going to go.
Wow.
But as filmmakers, you start, just starting from an assembly, right? You chisel your film, you go through a process, and that film went through that process, and so we didn't know.
Was there a moment where you're surrounded by 300 cameras and you're being asked to flail around on a green screen? Where you're this is stupid? Or were you like,
No, I mean,
you were like, this is cool. This
yeah.
is,
I mean, when I met the directors at first, they had these folios of concepts of what they were doing, and then they had an early version of bullet time.
Yeah.
It was like a bullet through the.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And just.
He did a little bit of it. I got chills.
You went,
I seen it.
No, because it's cool. No, you're there, right? And you're doing something that's never been done. You've got the wire on the harness in the back. You've been doing training.
and it's so fast, the movement.
And like the bullet's got to come this way, and you've got to move in real time. And you're
and it's hard not to move slow, probably.
You can't move slow. You got to go. And so you work out the choreography. You're like, okay, what would look cool? Like the bullet's coming. I'm like, well, what if I throw this arm? And then I go back. And then and you want to get just so your back is perfectly lateral to the ground. And you have to do it all when the cameras go.
Oh my God.
So you got to just and action. And that's it.
And then did you watch it and you were like, fuck yeah.
That was the coolest. I was screaming.
And then so that to me became like a popcorn moment. When I saw This Is the End,
Oh.
I love that movie.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
Hey, I died in that movie.
Aziz dies a terrible
I love
death.
that movie.
Kevin Hart kicks you into a hole.
That's the one that Rihanna slaps the shit out of Michael.
Rihanna slaps
Right?
Michael Cera. That day was crazy.
That was everybody. I mean, I can't now knowing a little bit more of just the logistical nightmares of movie stuff. It's crazy that all those people were there that day for this.
In New Orleans too, because we didn't shoot in LA. We flew everyone to New Orleans.
New Orleans is a fun place to do something
fun.
like
So that was
that.
sort of part of the allure, I think, is that people knew they would have a good time. But yeah, there was some days on set where I would look around, I'm like, there's the 25 famous people on set right now. And they were all actually there. And I
on the
remember
same day. It wasn't like you cheated it. We were all there.
Yeah, everyone was actually there. And it was really fun. And I have some photos from inside the tent where everyone was hanging out. And it's the most random weird group of people in the entire world. And it's you and Paul Rudd and Rihanna and Jason Segel and Kevin Hart. And it was everyone was hanging out. And it was really fun. It was really fun to make.
I remember when Matrix Reloaded came out, first off, I was so fucking excited to see the sequel to this movie. I remember I walked into the wrong screen, and it was at the end of that where you come in, swoop in, grab Lawrence Fishburne, and the thing explodes, and everyone just went, bah! And I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be amazing. And I remember being at the premiere of Pineapple Express and just just having a blast. And
Pineapple Express told me, go ahead, smoke a little weed.
Yeah.
That was the message of the movie.
Go for it.
But I think we all love the theatrical experience, and I think
especially with comedy. I think to laugh together, to see a comedy in the theater is so much better than seeing one alone. And I think it is people don't realize how much I think they're missing when you don't see a comedy.
And I don't think they've had many opportunities to even do it. So I'm glad we got to make this movie, and I'm glad that we're putting it in theaters. And there's something about being around other people.
It's kind of what makes it a movie.
Yeah.
Going to the movies.
It was always theatrical. It was I never envisioned it not being in a theater.
And you thought about that when you shot it, just the cinematography.
Yeah, to make it feel big and feel hey,
I acted for the theater.
So it's not streaming acting.
Yeah, I didn't do streaming acting, which is a choice.
Yeah, it is a choice.
My name is Gabriel. I'm an angel. I'm here to save you.
What? Who the fuck are you?
Who would you imagine your guardian angel would be?
Whoa.
Who do you want to be your guardian?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, Mel Brooks. I kind of picture Mel Brooks as being
Oh my gosh, that would be epic.
Just seems right.
And mine is 100% Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Wow.
Now she's up there getting everybody. Keke hasn't smiled at all this week. That is, oh my gosh, Whitney, impossible. She's making it possible for me down here. Yes!
I just want mine. I want mine to be Keke. I just want Keke around all the time, I'm always so happy when I get to be around Keke.
Oh my gosh, we have a fun time.
Whatever, like sometimes you'll be on set, it's just a hard day, something's going wrong, and then Keke shows up immediately.
Yeah.
Energy boosted, like my spirits
and I
are
can see
lifted.
you got a special joy out of telling Keke to say things. There was like a real, I could see like, there were moments I was like, Aziz really likes hearing Keke say these funny lines.
Keke's the funnest person to write for because anything you write, she's just gonna make it funny. It makes the job so easy.
So I'm your guardian angel.
Yes.
Who's yours, Keanu?
I don't know. The thing that's popping into my head is some kind of Hawaiian part of my ancestry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love the ancestry. Ohana.
Something, you know?
Means family, right? No.
Ohana.
I got that from Lilo and Stitch. Am I right? Ohana means family. That's what he say, right?
Yeah.
I had never seen any of these kids' movies. She's sitting
Lilo
there.
and Stitch is iconic.
I've never
You're
seen
talking about
that.
Secret Life of Pets and
Oh my gosh.
I don't know any of this
Life
stuff.
of Pets is so good.
Yeah, I don't know
Now
this
let me tell
stuff.
you the other one that's good. Boss Baby. Oh,
Boss Baby, yeah.
That had my son walking around like he was the boss baby.
Boss-
I was like, sit your little ass down.
Boss Baby got nominated for Academy Award. Sit your little
You're
ass
kidding
down.
me.
Yeah.
It got nominated for Academy Award.
Best-
and I
best
didn't even
animated
know.
feature, yeah.
It was that good. It really was.
Thank you.
Guys.
That was so lovely.
That was so great.